Hello and welcome back to yet another commonly encountered health concern, but more frequently in women, which is thyroid disease. In today's video, you will be able to specifically understand about hypothyroidism, which has currently affected about 42 million people in India. Thyroid diseases are among the most common endocrine disorders. They may seriously affect a person's health and often require lifelong treatment and monitoring. Speaking about its structure, the thyroid is a butterfly-shaped endocrine gland located in the lower front of the neck, below the larynx or the voice box. The thyroid's function is to make thyroid hormones which are secreted into the blood and then carried to every tissue in the body. Thyroid hormone helps the body use energy, stay warm, and keep the brain, heart, muscles, and other organs working as they should. Thyroid hormones control the way every tissue in your body uses energy. They are essential to help each cell in your body's tissue and organs work right. For example, thyroid hormone controls the body's temperature, heart rate, blood pressure, and the rate at which food is turned into energy, which we term metabolism. There are specific kinds of thyroid disorders that includes hypothyroidism, hyperthyroidism, goiter, thyroid nodule, and thyroid cancer. In today's video, I will be addressing hypothyroidism, which is the most commonly encountered thyroid disorder in the world and also in clinical practice. Hypothyroidism is one of the most commonly encountered thyroid diseases. It affects people all over the world of every age, gender, race, irrespective of their financial or educational status. Risk factors for hypothyroidism. Hypothyroidism is more common in women than men, and much more so in young women between 15 to 45 years of age. The risk of hypothyroidism increases during pregnancy, after delivery, and around menopause. The risk of hypothyroidism is increased in many situations which require screening, including having another autoimmune disorder such as type 1 diabetes, rheumatoid arthritis, multiple sclerosis, celiac disease or vitiligo, having a close relative such as a parent or grandparent with thyroid disease, having had previous thyroid surgery, radioactive iodine treatment or radiation therapy to the head and neck region, having genetic disorders, having bipolar disease such as manic depression, and taking certain medications. About 2% of Indians have hypothyroidism and as many as 10% have mild hypothyroidism. More than half of those with hypothyroidism do not know that they have it. So what is hypothyroidism? It is a kind of thyroid disease, which means that if you have hypothyroidism, there is an underactive thyroid. In people with hypothyroidism, the thyroid does not make enough thyroid hormone to keep the body running normally. Common causes of hypothyroidism are autoimmune disease, surgical removal of the thyroid, and radiation treatment. Low thyroid hormone levels cause the body's functions to slow down, leading to general symptoms like dry skin, fatigue, loss of energy, depression, and memory problems. Hypothyroidism is diagnosed by a simple blood test for thyroid stimulating hormone and T4 levels. It is treated by replacing the missing thyroid hormone with synthetic thyroxine pills, which usually have to be taken every day for life. With daily treatment, most patients recover completely. Clinical presentation of hypothyroid patients in outpatient setting include generalized weakness, fatigue, memory loss or slowed thinking, intolerance to cold, dry skin, hair loss, change of voice, reduced appetite, deafness, facial or peripheral edema. A modest weight gain of approximately 10 pounds is typical, but patients may actually lose weight early in the course of disease. Constipation is a common complaint. Depression is often the presenting symptom, so hypothyroidism must be considered during any depression workup. Women may have heavy, prolonged menstrual periods that can lead to severe anemia. So what are the health risks of hypothyroidism? Severe hypothyroidism can lead to coma and death if untreated. It can also cause reduced heart rate or bradycardia, hearing impairment, carpal tunnel syndrome, and hypercholesterolemia with increased risk of atherosclerotic heart disease. Dementia, depression, and suicide can be a sequelae of hypothyroidism. Let me now discuss about the relation between thyroid dysfunction and reproductive health. Thyroid disease is a complex condition of the reproductive medicine setting due to complex interplay between hypothalamo-pituitary axis and the thyroid gland. Abnormalities in thyroid function, including hyperthyroidism and hypothyroidism, can have an adverse effect on reproductive health and result in reduced rates of conception, increased early pregnancy loss, and adverse pregnancy and neonatal outcomes. Evidence suggests that treating thyroid disorders and keeping thyroid stimulating hormone levels at lower end of normal in euthyroid women may improve conception rates in subfertile women and reduce the early pregnancy loss. Therefore, screening for thyroid disease should be considered in women presenting with subfertility and recurrent early pregnancy loss. In addition to reducing the fertility rate in the expectant mothers, hypothyroidism can also reduce the chances of immediate conception. Pregnancy is a period that places great physiological stress on both the mother and the baby. Prompt diagnosis and treatment of hypothyroidism in pregnancy is very important. Subclinical hypothyroidism, which means that a person has reduced thyroid hormone synthesis without any evident clinical symptoms or a thyroid swelling, also needs to be detected and treated during pregnancy. Since hypothyroidism is easily treated, timely detection and treatment could reduce the burden of adverse effects in the newborn and the mother, which are very commonly encountered. Some of the common adverse effects that are encountered are low birth weight, increased risk of spontaneous miscarriage, low IQ of the baby, and attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, where kids may have trouble focusing their attention on a single task or sitting still for long periods of time. A healthcare professional considers several factors when identifying or determining the nature and cause of hypothyroidism, including your symptoms, medical history, risk factors, and family history. A physical examination, a few blood tests, the most sensitive test, which is TSH or the thyroid stimulating hormone. In some circumstances, tests such as a free T4 and T3 levels may also be helpful. Here are some tips to help you take your thyroid medications regularly. Take your pill at the same time every day and make it a part of your daily routine. For many people, it is easy to forget whether they have taken their daily pill. To keep better track of your pills, store them in a container that has a box marked for each day of the week. Store your pills in the room where you will best remember to take them. Thyroxine must be taken on an empty stomach. Foods and medicines taken at the same time as a thyroid hormone pill can interfere with the body's ability to absorb the thyroxine. Thyroxine is safe for women who are pregnant. In fact, if you are pregnant and diagnosed to have hypothyroidism, you need thyroxine more than ever because it provides T4 for both yourself and the developing baby. Thank you for staying tuned. If you like this video, kindly share and subscribe to my channel to continue receiving health updates. Thank you.